Hey guys, it's your girl Imantheoriginal with the American Dreaming series, of course, and the topic is clutter. And the series name is actually called Cluttered. Anyway, American Dreaming, Cluttered series. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah. So, I just actually finished meditating, literally, and it was on YouTube, Declutter the Mind. That's the name of the, the page that I was on YouTube. So it was pretty cool. So we're talking about being cluttered and stuff. And in previous episodes, I talked a little bit about my experiences with clutter and just the relationship that it's had with, me navigating through depression and anxiety and all types of things. So I'm just like really having a fun time going through all of this stuff because I'm learning this is just what life is about. And as I go through this process of navigating through the clutter of my life and the clutter that has been internalized into my spiritual being, the clutter that has been internalized into my mindset due to life circumstances and stuff like that. As I, navigate through this and heal myself and go through this healing process, I'm becoming more and more of who I am. And one thing that I've been saying is what that the spirit led me to say is factory settings, getting back to the factory settings. And one thing about me when it comes to sustainable design and as a sustainable designer, it's really going back to those original practices, the original ways of building and designing and architecture and things like that. And of course, with innovative thought process, but I really like the original thought and how things were before all the crazy stuff happened. What I just thought of was be who you are before all the, unfuck yourself, be who you are before all that shit happened to you in your life. And the Lord has really been cultivating and just resetting and reprogramming the algorithm I've been on for such a long time, really getting me back to factory settings. And I've dealt with a lot of trauma and stuff like that in my life, and it's caused me to be in a state of a cluttered mindset and having cluttered spaces and just being overwhelmed and dealing with the clutter of others. That's another thing too, internalizing the clutter of others. And I'm thinking of this meme I saw and it's actually saved in my phone, where it's just like sometimes you enter in a person's life and it seems like they're battling you, but it's like they're battling themselves and it's their own storm. So a lot of times, especially I'm an empathic person, I'm a highly sensitive person, and I internalize. I'm a Pisces, Scorpio. I got all the water, all of the things, and all of the things that you can have. I am easy to absorb energies around me. We're very sensitive people, so it's just, and I'm a creator. It's just like you absorb a lot of energies, and being sensitive, it's just like, whoa. So that's why I strongly push the idea of developing, designing, and creating built environments that promote overall wellness and just understanding that this is where well-being takes place. You spend most of your time, especially these days now, just that going outside or going to outside jobs and things like that, that's kind of becoming a thing of the past, if you will. So we spend a lot of our times in the home. So you want to make sure that we're in spaces that allow us to not be cluttered. We're already being projected with a whole bunch of stuff, if we so choose to. I say if we so choose to, because yes, we have social media. Yes, we have all of these things that can distract us and can you can jump into our our belief system, the things that we're scrolling, all we're doing is absorbing information, absorbing energy, absorbing outward stuff. And it's like, if we're absorbing all of that stuff, then it's just like we are the ones who are cluttering up our own mind. And it's like, we have to know that we can choose to not do that. So I'm in that space right now of just like not having my mind cluttered, so that I can just listen to me. I can listen to my voice. I can listen to my voice, me. I can listen to what I'm being guided and led to do, which I'm already in that path, because I have the strong connection with spirit and things like that. But it's just like, I just want to silence everything and just totally lock in to my dreams and to who I am. I don't want to be influenced by any outward energy, because, we talked about in last episodes just about like fear and how fear is constantly projected onto us. And, that's how the quote unquote, emphasis on quote unquote powers that be. Okay, that's how the quote emphasis on quote unquote. Okay, because like I said in previous episodes, I don't believe in that. Oh, that powers that be, because the only power that be to me is God, is divine, is spirit. That's it. But the quote unquote self-proclaimed powers that be, or whatever they are, they like to project fear, and that's how they control and dominate us. And they create this system, they create this society where we're all fear filled. We're all filled with fear. We're all filled with anxiety. We're all filled with all of these things that breed insecurity, breed addiction, breed all types of manners of just wickedness in the sense of, it's the opposite of our original settings. It's the opposite of our factory settings. It's the opposite in the way in which we were designed and created to be and operate on this earth. It strips us of our free will. It strips us of our ability to think freely and be freely and identify with who we are and who we've been created to be. So, that's why it's just so important to, again, build and design spaces that don't clutter your mind, that don't clutter who you are as an individual, because the built environment influences who you are as an individual. And I'm currently working on this series for American Dreaming, the visual aspects of it, called Cluttered, the series. And I'm just kind of giving imagery of like the clutter that I've literally dealt with as a child, and the clutter that I deal with, and I'm moving past, and like just my clutter it's really dope. And I'm excited to be working on this project, and excited to be sharing it with the world and things like that, because we really just need to see and be transparent and authentic with the stuff that's going on, because that's what those others, I'm going to say those others, I'm going to stop the powers that be. That's what those others would want us to do, like be wound up in our, hiding and things like that, because that is what's projected on, they project that on us. Oh, be afraid. I'm not going to allow my humanity to be villainized, because I am clearly I don't want to say like, but it's like there's a reason for what happens. There's an equation for everything, there's an equation for why 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why someone is dealing with clutter, someone is dealing with anxiety, someone is dealing with depression, whatever things that people go through, there is always a reason why, So it's just understanding that. And I understand the society in which we live in likes to promote fear, and fear of being transparent, fear of being authentic, fear of just stepping out on faith, stepping out on what you want to do, because they know that once we begin to operate and truly, like I say, truly activate our fingerprints, truly understand what it is that we came here to do, then it's over. Then we can't be controlled. Then we won't continue to accept less. We won't continue to accept built environments like the projects where we're, like I said, like we're living on top of each other's, where my fucking neighbor can walk around. I'm like, where are we in the same fucking apartment or what? You know what I'm saying? Like we're all living on top of each other in tight, confined spaces where the design looks ridiculous. It just reminds you of just somewhere where you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about all the spaces in which us as like original people, melanated people, oppressed people, where we are, where we see us at, like we look at the design of these spaces compared to other communities, and it's just like, damn. But you know, it's not about looking to the people that oppress us to assist us. That's not what's going to happen. It's us taking control of our own narratives and saying, okay, how can we build and create spaces that will promote mental wellness? So that's what I'm about. Imantheoriginal. I'm a sustainable designer. That's what it's about. It's about building spaces, developing spaces, mixed-use spaces that promote overall wellness, that promote overall wellness, that will promote the individual to be well in every area of their life, so that they can then come to the collective as a self-actualized being, so that then the collective will be stronger, because once the individual is strong, then the collective can be stronger. So it's really a cool process navigating through all of this clutter. Like I said, I just finished the meditation, Declutter the Mind, because I really have to tap into that, because, you know, when we deal with a lot of trauma, like trauma on 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 trauma, okay, it comes a time where it's like, okay, all of the trauma is stored up in your system, stored up. Remember, like, we're computers, right? So we're absorbing information. We're designed like computers, and where we compute information, and we absorb information, we transmute energy. So it's just like we're either going to allow our motherboard to be overwhelmed with the trauma that we've gone through, or we're going to have to figure a way to get that trauma, declutter our system, get that trauma out, transmute that energy in a way in which it needs to be transmuted, to tell our stories and you know what I'm saying, and just really push ourselves to activate our fingerprint. What did God call you to do on this earth? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What is your, there's no two people that have the same fingerprint. So that's why I say activate your fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? Activating what it was that you were here to do. Decluttering your mind from what it is that society or this current system, this current algorithm would like you to, operate in. What is it and who are you truly? So, I'm really excited about this series. I'm excited about the visuals that are going to go along with it. I'm just excited. I'm in a really great space in my life because I've had taken back control of myself, because I will not allow myself to be oppressed. I will not allow myself to be oppressed. And it's like, it doesn't matter where you are or anything. The outward material world doesn't matter. We are the divine creators of our reality. So it's about our perception, how we perceive things and how we receive things. So we're going to come to a close on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for, the next episode as we get into Cluttered from the American Dreaming series. All right, guys. Bye.